going to try and go right over the middle arrow.
So can we get 4 chairs out here, please?
No! Squat on the limb and say you're going to curve it.
He got lucky.
Right.
Oh!
Today from Medford, Oregon, we will see Brad Angelo, former PBA Rookie of the Year, against Hall of Famer Brian Voss. Brian Kretzer from Dayton, Ohio, will match up with Jason Couch, the star lefty from Claremont, Florida. Michael Hagen Jr. from California, against Parker Bohn III, one of the game's true legends. And then Tony Reyes from near San Francisco, against U.S. Open champion Chris Barnes. All part of the PBA Miller High Life Skills Challenge today from Medford, Oregon, and Lava Lanes, the home of Marshall Holman. Welcome, everyone. Dave Ryan alongside my partner, Randy Peterson. We are set now to break down the rules. Randy?
Like the game of horse in basketball, if a player converts a predetermined skill shot, his opponent must convert as well. If he doesn't, the player that converted, well, he'll get a strike. First player to 3 strikes wins.
Round of 8 begins here today in Medford. Randy, Barnes, Reyes, Kretzer, Couch. We told you about the matchups. The first, Parker Bohn III and Michael Hagen Jr.
So I'm going to call my specialty, folks, right out of the gate.
Gentlemen, Parker Bohn is going to the specialty shot.
And, you know, when I did this before, I did it with 3, so I think it's only fair this time we upgrade it and do 4. So can we get 4 chairs out here, please?
All right, we got our 4 chairs.
1A start this will be. Leads us to the Miller High Life Skills matchup.
Again, the big thing that really shines for Parker Bohn, the 30 titles, 0 titles for Michael Hagen Jr.
Boys and girls
So
ready?
here it is, folks.
Or should we say gentlemen and ladies?
4 chairs. He's got to go through it. Randy's rating's high, 9.3.
These folks should be wearing helmets.
Got to be perfect. And then strike on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my goodness. Parker Bohn III. That is an incredible shot.
This is sick.
All right, guys.
With some slow motion to boot.
Here goes nothing. Sorry, Rick.
No one in the chairs for Michael Hagen Jr. How about the answer?
Are you kidding me? With a plastic ball. At about half the speed he normally throws a strike ball at. Unreal.
Yeah, well, the object of this is to pick up your ball and throw it right through Rick's legs, down the lane, and knock all 10 pins down. Now, under the premium shot, that will work. God forbid it doesn't, well, then you just lost a proprietor.
That's Rick Donnelly, the proprietor here at Lava Lanes in Medford.
You'll move when I get up there.
Well, Parker Bohn III is confident. We saw him go through 4 chairs with people on him. How about just 2 legs, yeah? And all 10 down. And boy, is Rick relieved.
Relieved, man. He didn't even flinch. He had nothing but the utmost confidence in Parker Bohn III. And lucky for him, Parker's real accurate.
Michael Hagen Jr. will use Randy Cochran, who's the director of the pro shop here. And he's got them all down.
What you got, Parker?
And Randy is unscathed. That's the best news for him.
Yeah, unreal, too. Again, with a plastic ball and slow motion. Way cool. Actually blows the rack with a plastic ball.
Interesting start for our 2 bowlers here. Next shot for Parker.
Okay, let's try to see if we can't make the 7-10. Sorry, you can't do this in your league.
That would be illegal, wouldn't it, Parker? 2 balls out of the same hand.
Oh, baby!
Oh, he's got it perfectly.
9.0 Randy rating because this is really hard. When it's the big 4, you got a little bit more room to play with, but when it's a 7-10, it has to be perfect.
Now, for some reason, Michael Hagen Jr. is throwing it left-handed here.
I'm just lucky I didn't hurt myself.
Well, not even close.
Matter of fact, you didn't hurt
And
either.
a strike for Parker Bohn III. Remember, Michael Hagen Jr. is right-handed, but he threw it lefty here.
Yeah, I'm not real sure about this strategy, Dave.
A bold strategy that didn't quite pay off for him.
I'm just saving time, folks.
7-pin now using 1 finger.
Let's hope I hit it this time.
Parker. He's a southpaw, remember?
Oh, yeah, dead nuts.
How about it? On the money.
one finger and pure accuracy. When you got a nice straight swing like Parker Bohn III, easy to do.
Yep, I told you.
Again, Michael Hagen Jr. goes left-handed
Better
here.
on the other shots, but fortunately for me, it wasn't down.
And a second strike for Parker Bohn III, who is a southpaw.
Just give me 4
If you're
warnings.
wondering why Michael Hagen Jr. is using his left hand, well, it's because he injured his right hand earlier in the week here in Medford, and he doesn't want to risk further injury. That's why he's attempting these shots
Somewhere right
with his
about
left
here,
hand.
Michael.
Parker Bohn III, 4-6, 7-10, the big 4.
That
Two
looks
balls,
pretty good.
same hand. Oh, yeah. Has them all down. Pressure now on Michael Hagen Jr. to stay alive.
And quite honestly, I'm not real impressed. I mean, Parker Bohn made the 7-10 using one hand with 2 balls. The big 4 should have been a cakewalk for him, and it was.
Well, remember that injured right hand, and Hagen Jr. goes with the left. And that spells trouble against the Hall of Famer Parker Bohn III, who wins the match easily, 3 strikes to none.
Yeah, that was like stealing for that guy.
For me, he can't throw 2 balls.
So he advances on to the semifinals. Angelo, Voss in his bracket. Barnes, Reyes, Kretzer, Couch to follow. All trying to get to the semis. Left-hander Jason Couch has won 11 times at the PBA Tour. He's got some trick shots in mind. Against Brian Kretzer, the laughs continue. The Miller High Life PBA Skills Challenge on ESPN is brought to you by Miller High Life. Live simply, proudly, boldly, manly. This is the High Life. Here in Medford, Oregon, the home base of the Harry and David catalog ordering plants. Some of the best snacks available online. Also home of Lava Lanes. And we continue our Miller High Life PBA Skills Challenge.
Well, we're going to
Kretzer,
be
Couch.
attempting, obviously, to hook this ball and touch the head pin on the left, and the ball will go into the 7, obviously, hopefully knocking the 3 pin over with the head pin. And then when I convert it, hopefully Couch does not.
That's the hope for Brian Kretzer,
we go.
1-3-7. Covers all 3 nicely. And puts the pressure on Jason Couch.
And again, the theme for Brian Kretzer,
Jace.
you got to curve it. Something Jason Couch knows a lot about.
1-2-10 because he's left-handed. Can he respond? Yes, he can. So he makes the lefty equivalent, leading us into the matchup.
Jason Couch, 11 titles. Brian Kretzer, 0. But Jason Couch has been on tour 13 years. Brian Kretzer, only 4.
Kretzer of Dayton, Ohio. Now the 1-2-3-7-10. A lot of pins up for him. Has them all down.
Again, using that big hook to get the ball to the left side of the Brooklyn side of the pocket.
Same for Couch now. Trying to answer again and keep the match scoreless. He cannot. 7 stands for Jason Couch. First strike of the match goes to Kretzer.
Too early.
For Brian Kretzer, back to Brian Stack.
This is kind of a bad break for Jason. Threw this pretty good. Throws the pins over in, towards the 7. They come off the sidewall in front of it.
5-7-8. Got to hit all 3 pins. It's a 7-0. Randy rating. Once again, perfectly executed by Brian Kretzer.
The Stro motion is going to show you the big back end of Brian Kretzer, which enabled him to convert.
Randy lefty equivalent here for Jason Couch, the 5-9-10. All 3 pins to answer. 10-pin stands for Couch, and down 2 strikes to none in this PBA Skills Challenge match.
This ball here looked like it just ran out of gas once it got to the back part of the lane, almost like it rolled out.
So Couch is going to switch hands, go righty, and try to get the highest possible count after hitting the head pin.
Yo, brother!
Not bad. He's got 7. And he believes he has a strike.
Well, not the prettiest of shots, but certainly not bad. Hits the head pin and gets 7.
8, I win. The whole thing?
Show us that form you used in the practice lanes.
Okay, folks, well, there it is. 8 or better, and Kretzer has a win. He's got to throw it left-handed, has to hit the head pin.
Oh, goodness.
Jason Couch is fully confident.
Don't die, don't die. Just don't
The
fall
7 count will be enough for him. Lefty for him.
Hook.
Hey, how about that? 9. 3 strikes to none for Brian Kretzer over Jason Couch. And he advances.
Please stay on the lanes. This is a miracle.
More trick shots coming your way from Medford, Oregon. 4 bowling balls at once for Brian Angelo.
Don't get a strike with the one right
We'll
down
see if
the
he can
middle.
execute coming up next.
Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Oh, come on. One ball. There's only one. Oh, shit.
Looking back now, our skills challenge re-rack to December of this past season in Medford, Oregon. Brad Angelo made 3 TV shows this year. This may have been his most exciting moment. Converts a 3-4-10, then against Norm Duke. 4-7-10. How about it? Across the deck to take out number 10. That was quite a moment. Brad unfortunately did not win that event. It went to Mike Wolf. He'll try to win this one, though, head-to-head with Brian Voss, a Hall of Famer. Parker Bohn III is already through in that
I
bracket.
can pretty much
Put a
tell
little
you
spin
that.
on it for once.
No, I'm just trying to hit the head pin.
It's the towel again.
All right.
Norm Duke has done that in a real match in Denver this past season. 9-pin count out of a towel for Brad Angelo, who got the head pin. Now Voss has got to match 9, or he loses a strike.
Brad pretty good at throwing that ball out of the towel right at the head pin.
7-8 Randy rating. Hall of Famer.
Not too much.
Just 6.
That's a
And an early strike to Brad Angelo.
Got one.
Leading us to our matchup. Angelo Voss.
And Angelo taking on the Hall of Famer. Brad still looking for his first title. Brian Voss, 23 career titles.
Wow, 81
Well,
TV
understand
shows
that.
and a
I'm
great
gonna
career
spin
for
the ball
Voss.
down the middle of the lane, and then both balls are going to hit the pins at the same time and get a strike. But the second one will be out of a towel. So there's an element of timing here, too, that has to happen.
This deserves an 8.5 Randy rating. How about this, folks? He's got to
Okay,
spin the
let's
ball
hope that
down
comes close, because
and then take another
hurry up
ball
and
out
get
of a
this in
towel and try to time it so both balls
get the timing
knock down all the
so that
pins.
they both
You might
hit
not
the
need another
pins.
ball. That looks perfect.
That does look pretty close.
Need a big 4 here.
Here comes the timing. Brian wants a split. Brad's got them all down to the pin instead. Spectacular.
Trouble. Oh, boy. That was nice. That was nice.
Very, very tricky. Here's the spinning ball. The ball thrown out of the towel. Slams into the spinning ball.
Sensors off.
Sensors off, correct.
Stay there, right there.
There goes the spinning ball.
Uh-oh, that might go in the gutter, Brian.
Not a lot of
That
confidence
might
at
go
all.
in the gutter.
All right, hook. Hook. Come on,
Got to
hook.
time it with the other ball out of
There
the
it
towel.
comes.
There we go. All right.
Don't wait too long.
Brad knows his shot better than Brian does.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. I'm going to have to count on the green ball. Come on, hit a ball. No. Hit a ball.
Just about did it, but the 10 pins still up.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable. 2 strikes to none for Angelo.
Goes to Brad Angelo.
All right.
He just about got it with a spinning ball. So now it's up to Voss. 2 balls out of the opposite
Got a
hand.
real good chance.
All 10 down the pit for Brian Voss, who needs a rally down by 2 strikes.
I'm trying.
Brian Voss is really,
I'm
really
putting
good
up a
at the
fight, that's for sure.
offhand.
If I keep these on the lane again,
Two ball
it's an
shot.
absolute miracle.
Now the pressure back on Angelo to match.
Well, you heard him say it.
That's better than I
He's on the
thought.
board. He's on
Over
the
there.
board.
That's okay. I got 1 strike.
Round of applause.
That's
Okay, I finally got a strike. Thank you.
Brian wants a little appreciation from the crowd here in Medford, Oregon.
How about some love? How about some love for Brian? Yeah, Brad needs a little work on this shot.
Hey, hurry up.
So Brian Voss will now try to throw 3 balls out of the opposite hand. This is an 8-0 Randy rating. I can't imagine even picking up 3, much less throwing 3 down the lane.
Talk to me. Talk to me. That's got a
pretty
real
good there.
Real good chance.
Late hit on the 7-pin.
Snap.
Yeah, he's pretty handy. Watch this.
Snapped it.
Every time I've seen him do this, he's struck every time, Dave.
Oh,
Angelo will not match.
Strike 2. We got one more.
In fact, they're all in the gutter.
Okay, he's coming from behind. He was down 0-2 at one time.
What a rally here from Voss.
Okay, go ahead and pick me out a good one.
All tied, 2 strikes each.
Yeah, just not a real skillful shot for Brad.
Now BV, the 4-6 with 2 balls.
All right, Beef, come on.
They must crisscross.
Not the
shot.
black one this time. Oh, yes, Brad.
All right.
And the post-shot celebration dance again from Brian Voss.
Yeah, the old Parishnikov after the conversion for BV.
Well, he certainly has plenty of reason to celebrate. Now Brad Angelo's got to match it.
Crisscross.
4-6 crisscross. 7-0 Randy rating.
Oh, that's going to be close, but no cigar.
A 4-6 stand, and that is it. Brian Voss takes it 3 strikes to 2.
A lot of fun, brother. That was good. Thanks a lot.
That was fun.
Thank you, brother.
Some unbelievable skill on display here in Medford, Oregon. And now we'll see Chris Barnes having some fun as well. Everyone enjoying themselves, we think, in Medford, Oregon. The Miller High Life PBA Skills Challenge on ESPN is brought to you by Miller High Life. To live simply, proudly, boldly, manly, this is the High Life. Crater Lake National State Park, beautiful tourist attraction here in the Great Northwest, Southern Oregon, near the California border. Speaking of California, from San Francisco area, it's Tony Reyes here at Lava Lanes. Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson. He's got a tough matchup with Chris Barnes.
I forgot to tell you, Chris.
No kidding.
Using a 9-pound ball, no thumb, just 2 fingers. Yeah. Crossing over, a little Brooklyn strike for Reyes, and a good start for Tony.
Tony Reyes pretty good at this shot, Dave. He struck on both attempts. Maybe he should start using lighter equipment on the PBA Tour.
Chris Barnes got to answer now with 2 hands there in the 9-pound ball.
Wow.
Hey, he's got the response.
What you get for cheating?
Hey, buddy, you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Leading us to our PBA Skills Miller High Life matchup.
Both players having great years this year. Both players have been on tour the same length of time. However, Tony Reyes still looking for that elusive first victory.
Speaking of elusive, how about this difficult shot coming up for Chris Barnes? It is the Flying Eagle, folks. Talk about incredibly difficult. 45 feet or so down lane. He's got 1 pin. On that same lane, the 7-pin, a 10-pin on the right lane. He's got to get them all down, Randy.
Yeah, he's going to throw that pin over into the 10, cross lane. The ball is going to ricochet off of that pin and take out the 7. I've seen it done before, but I've also seen disaster. If you don't throw this ball in the right spot, that pin could go up underneath the pin deck and absolutely crush the pin deck light.
We'll see. How about Chris Barnes? He did it, the Flying Eagle. Converted it. Tony Reyes can't believe it.
Yeah, you'll need to see clearly to attempt this shot, Tony Reyes. Chris Barnes covers this perfectly.
Throw me a pin, Tony.
Hey, go ahead and set that up.
Check out this. Pin goes across the lane, takes out the 10. Nicely done.
Chris Barnes all smiles. He's confident he's going to earn a strike. Tony's got to answer. 1, 2.
Wow!
3, he did it!
He matched him. He covered it.
Can you dig it? Off the center. Killing me.
He caught it a little more flush, and the pin bounced off the center, just below the masking unit. Ricochets off and covers the 10.
It's legal, no doubt about it. And he converts the Flying Eagle. Unbelievable. Now it's the one-step delivery shot. Try to strike here. Perfectly in the pocket.
All right.
Yeah, I think Tony Reyes, because of his high backswing, has a little bit of an advantage here. He just soft strokes it, waits for it at the bottom of the swing, rolls it perfectly in the 1-3.
Well, who's going to get a strike here is the question. Barnes is showing off a little knee bend.
It's all about getting comfortable.
Okay. He's kind of doing his Tony Reyes imitation there.
All right, here we go.
Chris has got a match, otherwise Tony gets a strike.
That's close.
3 wins it. Crossing over. Not there. 3-9 still up for Chris Barnes. So Reyes gets the first strike of the match.
I'm going to have to work on this part.
Chris Barnes looked a little uncomfortable here. Ball never got to the right. He was lucky to just catch a piece of the head pin.
Now it's Barnes' shot. 3, 4, 6, 7, 10 with an object in the way. He's got to go around a pin about halfway down lane, roughly 30 feet. He's around that one pin and takes out the rest to boot. Beautifully done by Chris Barnes.
Great skill.
Again, showing off some mad skill here. Avoids the object, gets the ball to the right side of the 3, throws it in to the 4-7, converts nicely.
Reyes does not have the answer. 4-7 stands for Tony. And we're tied 1 strike each.
I had to give him a strike sometime to someone.
Tony Reyes just never got this ball far enough right. See how he covered too much of the 3-pin.
3-5-7. A Randy rating of 7.0. Got hit all the pins. Barnes trying to get back in the match here.
Oh,
Does it. Another tough shot.
We're going to be here late tonight here.
Can Tony match?
All right,
7 pin stands, and Barnes a couple of strikes in a row to take a 2-1 lead. First to 3 wins it.
Yeah, the secret here is throwing the ball slow, using a lighter ball. Tony, a little bit too much ball speed, never got that ball to deflect off of the pins into the 7.
Now it's the 110, Randy, opposite hand, so they'll shoot it lefty.
On that note, we're going to end this thing.
Oh, man.
Barnes calls his made shot left-handed. How about that one?
And on this note, let's see if Chris Barnes can end this. Tony Reyes must convert, or Chris Barnes moves on.
That's in the gutter, and that means Chris Barnes rallies with 3 straight strikes and wins the match.
That was weak.
We saw incredible shot making, especially the flying eagle Randy, and it's the skill shot of the day.
Now, Chris Barnes tried to really impress Tony Reyes when he made it. Tony Reyes unfazed, he comes back and makes it right on top of Chris Barnes.
The fans in Medford Lava Lanes loving that shot from Tony Reyes, but Barnes had a rally of his own and won 3 strikes to 1 to advance on to the next round. We saw some great shots from the world's best bowlers today in Medford. For the entire crew, my partner Randy Peterson, it's Dave Ryan saying so long from Oregon. It's been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Chris Barnes, super today.